you can slide on through. Oh, 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 no, no. Oh, 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 no. Well, this is how it starts. Two lovers in the dark on the run from the one that they call Share Spark. 6 guns by the side and bullets round their waist. 2 shots to the sky, signal sign for the chase. The safe was nearly empty and they were nearly free, but was seen by the good eye of the mean Billy Green. And he screamed at the top of his lungs, they're on the run. It's the 2 outsiders, grab your horses and your guns. I said I wish that we could stay here, but I fear our time has come. We can ride out in the darkness, chasing the rising sun. We gotta pack our bags this instant. We're heading southbound to the next town. And if we arrive there so safely, baby, you can lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. Well, it's the story of the 2, always on the move. They got nothing left to lose except their guns and their wounds. Now they're crossing borders, sheriff's posse on their tail. They'd rather die together than be stuck up in a cell. They drank a bottle of whiskey and they partied every night, like it could be the last. The bounty said to shoot on sight. So they chased the endless summer, knew it came with the fight. They wouldn't stop running till they found a paradise, but the sheriff finally found him with the sight seeing red. So the lovers had to shoot him down and fill him full of lead. They were finally free to find a place to lay their head, and when they finally did, he looked at her and he said, I said I think that we can stay here, cause I feel our time has come. And we can walk down to the ocean and sit with the rising sun. So unpack your bags this instant, no more running from town to town. And now that we've arrived so safely, baby, you can lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. Well, you're my green-eyed girl and I've been running around with you. It's the afternoon and we got nothing left to do, so wipe the dirt off or take your shirt off, and we should go hit the cantina. We got work.
Hey, it's baseball stuff.
We've been running for a while. Won't you lay down, make me smile? I could never ask for nothing better than this. It's just tequila and the beach. It's right salty when we kiss. I said I think that we can stay here.
Y'all ready?
Cause I feel our time has come. And we can walk down.
Woo, we're gonna start just opening this. No, I need to. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now.
And now that we've arrived so safely, baby, you can lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. No, lay me down. Lay me down.
We're gonna run that credit right now, right here. What do you listen to? Dirty Heads. You don't like that kind of music? I love that stuff. Makes me happy inside. All right, I'm gonna let them know we're running this. Thank you for reminding me on that. It's been nuts. All right, I'm gonna bring you over to the screen to show you that I'm running it. This is the list. This is everyone that was in rounds 1 and 2 the other day. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, record just so you guys, the people that aren't here, can see it. All right, live for random, top 5 win $5 credit each. Why is Mike Byatt here? That's right. I don't know why Mike Byatt wasn't there. All right. Oh, because I'm the one that posted it. All right, so top 5 win, 5 credit. Each min roll 5. Good luck to everybody. So remember, you can win multiple credits. It's based on how many spots you bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final round is 6. It's going to be Joe Smith, JT, Rob Grigsby, and Michael Turner. Oh, sorry. Joe Smith, JT, Aaron Nidecker, Michael Turner, and Rob Grigsby. All right. I'm going to put them over here for the credit. Mark them as $5. Credit for baseball only. Remember, you can only use this in baseball. Remember, credit is only good for baseball breaks. Let's stop recording. All right. Now I'm going to bring you guys back over now that you saw it. All right, so here's the deal. I got the rundown on Top Series 2. It's one hit per. There's a limited number of parallels. It's a lower end product. We're going to rip through it quickly. I'm also going to do my best to do a PYT of this in the near future. Listen, between... Oh, no, that's all right, Jamie. I know you're good. You and Holden's usually a little bit behind, too. So, I mean, he always pays his... I do like when you claim to pay, and I'm not talking to you, Jamie, but, like, I know sometimes I'm chasing the same people down. And the reason... Oh, yeah, I heard these are cool, too. The reason that's frustrating for me is not so much the money as I feel annoying. Like, I'm like, oh, can you pay? Can you send? Like, I'm begging for money. In reality, it's just part of what I have to do, or I wouldn't have a break page. I mean, you can't operate if you can't pay the bills. So... Thank you guys for filling. We're going to, like I said, rush through this one stack. Not rush through, but go through this one stack at a time. If you guys know anything that I don't, I'm not going to sleeve every rookie in a series like this. We'll do the higher end ones. We'll sleeve them up. We'll top load numbered cards and stuff like that of this and Legacy. I was thinking about doing a random of like 3 boxes of this, 3 boxes of Legacy, like a mixer, which we never really do. You would get a baseball team and a football team random. There would be 2 combo football teams. All right, we can do that, Sean. I've been nonstop today, so give me some time. Hater means there's the Royals, so there's team cards here. Role reversal. So if you have not checked it out, check out our and I heard real quick. I heard the short prints are generally like retired players. And they can be even less than 1 per box. Like there, that's got to be a short print, right? Is that an insert? Maybe that's an insert. That's cool though. I like that. Short prints would probably look the same, I would imagine. Not like that. And I'll sleeve all those up. Oh, here we go. Cody Bellinger. What's this? 2030? These are kind of cool. I like this. We might do, I don't think we can do Pack Wars with this because it's not numbered, but we might do try some new things. This is a Cal Ripken. Now that's got to be what you would consider a short print. I don't know how you would tell. It's got to be something with the number at the bottom. But it is above 427. It was backwards, so... One of these diamonds in each pack? You mean in each box? So anyhow, I forget what I was saying there. We're talking about doing a mixer. I could post a PYT. The legacy breaks just took a lot longer than I anticipated them to take. I really like that throwback set. I think probably because that's when I collected. One out of each break or one out of each pack? Really? Well, we opened 5 packs there and we only got one of those diamonds. Was that in a jumbo? Was he doing jumbo? What do you mean, what baseball do I have left? I have a lot of baseball. It's just that we got to fill it. I have some Select. I have some Prism. I have some Clearly Authentic. I have some Finest. I have some Gypsy Queen. I have some... there's some other stuff I have. Don Russ. Have you seen my baseball? Oh my gosh, Corey, my brother, every single time, like there's an opportunity for that. Revved up. Oh yeah, so anyhow, I know what I was going to tell you guys. If you have not done it yet, that's a black frame. That's out of 69. Simeon. There's a Daryl Strawberry. Cool stuff. So far, it's been a little bit easier to identify on this. I mean, you could tell that very easily on the short print there. A numbered card, parallel, I should say. So what I was going to say is if you haven't checked out Coffee and Cards yet, please do so. We actually start out, player of the decade, Mike Trout. We actually start out by talking just about baseball and started baseball. We actually spent about 15, 20 minutes on baseball, which, you know, Chris and I are by no means, he probably even knows more than me, but we're by no means baseball guys. But Don Sutton, they're pretty cool. But I think that it's important we talk about sports coming back. We talk about the rule changes a little bit and what that might mean. What it means to sports that they're coming back and how important it is for baseball to follow those rules. So what's this? It's numbered 89 out of 99. It's like a paper card. That's pretty cool. Luciano for the Blue Jays. So far, so good. I'm not feeling too uncomfortable with this. There we go. There's our hit. Clayton Kershaw out of 50. A Major League Material card from 2020. This is not from any specific game, event. So for the Dodgers going out to Rob Grigsby. There you go, Rob. So, Sean, what do you mean all those rules won't happen? Tell me what you mean. I like that vintage stock. That's what it is? I like that, the idea of that. Tell me your take on that. We want to have more people on to talk soon. We're getting ready to have people on the chat, but Chris and I, we were getting comfortable. We're going to be every Tuesday and Friday now. You'll have episodes. So the first regularly. So Sean, tell me how you think, because we didn't really get into it too much. Tell me how you think they will or won't enforce that. So I had the point I brought up on the podcast, and I beg you guys, like really, I'm just asking for you guys to support us on that. Chris has put in a ton of work. He has spent some good money already getting us set up. It has a great intro. We had to pay for a lot of that. So I just ask you for us, just go ahead and give us a shot. And check it out. But anyhow, I talked a little bit about the idea of a guy hits a walk-off home run and they're not allowed to charge the mound. So they did say any person that comes into within 6 feet of an umpire, of an official or an umpire, to argue a call is subject to suspension. Part of my thing with that is that that's very subjective. So, there we go, Luis Robert. It's a nice one. That's too subjective. So the Astros do it. All right, he's suspended because, they're going to use that. But then the Yankees do it, and they're like, well, he kind of had a right to go up there. It was a really bad call. So it should be the right list. Is there a problem? I only entered one trade. You traded, I believe, didn't you? There was one trade. The Orioles and the Reds, maybe? Did I mess up the trade? Maybe I entered the wrong trade. Let me know what I messed up. So, I just copied it over. I better double check. Huh. Oh, maybe I read... Oh, you know what I was? I was on the wrong list from doing the giveaway. I see what you're saying. My bad. It's right on the screen. I was reading off the computer monitor. Yeah, I was on the one from the other day, round 2, where we did the giveaway. My bad. They never play a season. You think this is all for naught? Well, and I think you're seeing that basketball too, but they said we don't care, we're playing. Like, I think the owners are set on playing. Nolan Arenado. And I think what you're going to see is that as long as they're legally allowed to play, I think they'll play. If the government doesn't step in and say, you're shut down, I think the owners are going to make sure. What is this? Oh, so it's just doing tops now. It still goes. Giancarlo Stanton, really cool card there. So I agree. If they're, I'm not saying it's unlikely that, you know, they will step in. The government won't step in and say, "Hey, we're not letting any sports play." Yeah, and I would agree. It's really not COVID as much as it is somebody stepping up and saying, "Hey." And I guess it's affecting younger people. I'm part of me. There's a Luis Robert 35th anniversary. Some nice White Sox stuff here. You know, I fear that we're going to see another shutdown. And I Gavin Lux, I really fear what that means just for mental anguish on people, financially for people. Another Luis Robert, I don't think that's anything really. Those are just promotional cards. It's cool how they do it and still make it like a card, though. Seager. Am I, Jason, you've opened this. Am I doing this at a decent pace, stopping at the right places? Joey Gallo. I mean, I don't want to go too fast, but I don't think I'm doing anything different than what I've seen other breakers do. There's a Bellinger. Significant statistics. Everything looked good so far. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for the feedback. Anyone else, let me know if you feel like I'm not doing this the way you want me to do it. Let me know. Yeah, I don't think we'll see. You know what? The crazy thing to me is I said that to my wife, who's still a teacher. You know, I taught for 9 years. She's still teaching, and we're debating whether to send our son to kindergarten for his first year. And I told her, I said, I just think even if you go, you're not finishing. And a lot of schools in our area, like, we're going, we're starting, we're not, there's no reason for us not to, we're green, like, why would we not go? We're not wearing masks, the teachers aren't wearing masks, like, there are schools that have already decided they're going. Oh, it's okay, except, I'm sorry, Todd, I don't own the randomizer. All right, we did this already. All right, let's do this hobby exclusive pack. I did find the one short print. Oh, that's cool. Wow, these are neat. Baseball card day, August 8th. Do you top load or like this one out of 75 I'll top load? Are these all top loaded cards or would you just sleeve? Really cool stuff. The number one's obviously that Jalen Davies. I'm going to get top loaded up. It's a nice looking card. I would say the reason for that, Jason, is employment. So a lot of our schools are trying to figure out if they're sending out a lot of surveys right now. Would you send your kid if we don't wear masks? Would you send your kids if we force you to wear a mask? Would you prefer online learning? What would be the obstacles? How is your like? There's like a 30-question survey, and pretty much for my wife and I, it's like we looked at it and I'm like, honestly, Lauren, I don't think like there's a way for a kindergartner to have kindergarten on the computer. She's like, I just want them to have normal kindergarten. I'm like, that doesn't exist right now. Like, so we're like kind of on the brink of just holding them out. Yeah, I don't see, they're not going to have specials like gym. They already said there will be no like group specials like gym, music, art, all that's gone. That's funny. That's how they get you, Jamie. That's what hobby shops are doing now. They want you to be a part of it. Well, all right. I don't want to say the good thing, and I don't want to be. We don't get into this a ton, but if I have to put a positive spin on this, the death rate continues to drop with this. Not that that's still a good thing, because people are getting sick, but less. It looks like less people are dying, and rather there may be more in volume, but it's such a low death rate because we're testing everyone now. There's a lot more positive cases, but it is affecting younger people, and that's why I think schools are starting to reconsider. I heard the average range dropped down to 35 from 65 since March, meaning that, I think it's just more testing now. In the beginning, they were only testing older Aussie Albies. So, there's that. Cody Bellinger, Luis Robert. I'm trying to see if there's short print. Again, we ship all cards, so if we miss anything, you'll get it. I noticed a lot of them are turned backwards, and I haven't seen any. Here we go. Jose Altuve. It's going to be I would say that would be, how do you tell again? Like, that's a real high number. Like, this ends in 1-5. Yeah. And it's honestly, there was a time where I went everywhere in my mask, and then I started saying, well, they said, like a lot of people said, don't wear it. It's not good if you're healthy to wear it. Then you heard you should wear it, and then you heard it doesn't really help unless it's this kind of mask. Now I just wear one for the sake of not. If I go out to the grocery store, I throw one on quick because half the people that wear them, it blows my mind. And not to get into the mask debate, because I know that's the big thing now. Like, should you wear a mask? Just, whatever. 90% of people aren't wearing them correctly anyhow. It's facts. It's science. It's not a political debate. Like, if it's below your nose, it's not right. I mean, not that it doesn't help a little bit, it's any little bit helps, but it's like putting a condom on with holes in it. Like, well, it may help a little, but things can still sneak through there, right? Corey Seager, another one for the Dodgers. A 1985 relic, another Dodgers. The regular base have all the same code. Dougie with another one. So, let me just see. Oh, yeah, so 99 on that. This is going to be a 1-5, so this should be the same as this one right here. Yep, it looks like 1-5 is the short print. What, masks have to be with you at all time? That's kind of what I said. You should always have one with you in case they say, hey, we have someone at risk here in this building. Did they have to go there? No, but it doesn't take all but 10 seconds to put a mask on to help someone feel better. But I get why some people don't want to. Some people can't breathe comfortably in them. I don't know, man. It's such a horror. It's just more things that we can argue about, right? And that's what kills me. Another Luis Robert. I hate the fact that we just have more things that divide us as a country. It's already hard enough for everyone to get along. Garrett Cole, Giolito. And now we have more things that divide us. And it's just, I think that sometimes that's part of the goal. How much can they divide us? Let's divide them. There's strength in numbers. The more we argue as a society, the weaker we are together. That's just my rough take on it. Worn at all times. So are you saying, Sean, that it's a temporary suspension of the... Is that their way of avoiding saying that they're not going to be starting on time now? I'm assuming that means that July 1st is no longer the anticipated date. You know what's funny? A lot of people around here are enforcing it. When I went to the hobby shop, the guy who owns a hobby shop was. He wouldn't let someone come in. They didn't have a mask. He's like, you can't come in. He's like, you can't come in. You need a mask. He goes, it's my store. And he wasn't wrong. He was nice about it at first. And he's like, Nope, you're wearing a mask in the store. It's his business. He has the right to do that. But again, that's why I carry one with me. If it was just me and him in the store and he didn't have one on, generally I wouldn't put one on. Like, I'm not going to, I was in there for 45 minutes. But, I mean, it's his store, his right. But yeah, it's in just another debate. It's unfortunate. It's divided us in another way. There's a Mike Trout home run challenge. Is this like a... Ah! This is that home run challenge. Is this the first one we got? Oh, we got another one. This Joey Gallo. Must be one per box or something. Do you think maybe that's why the MLB players agreed to say, all right, we'll just do this? So if they don't play, will they still get paid at all now? Like, does the league set to pay them because they agreed and they resumed? Arenado. I'm curious about that, how that works. Sonny Gray. Reggie Jackson. It's a cool 70s decades best. Warren Spahn. I know those are probably not worth that much, but they're cool. Really? I'm trying not to watch it. My brother talked me kind of into avoiding that stuff, Corey, just because it was starting to bring me down, right? Like, it's nuts. Because it just seems like my wife was in tears the other day. I felt for her. She's like, when is this going to, like, we didn't take the kids anywhere. The kids are missing their childhood. And in a way, she's wrong. And I said, you know what? I told her there's good things happening too. Like eating together every night, playing together outside more, you know. It's Mookie Betts. So, got to find the good in it. Gavin Lux there. Joe Morgan, decade. I don't think I'm going to sleeve those ones up. They seem like a very common insert. Ah, look at this. 101. Did anyone guess? Is it Sean Mania? For the Oakland A's. 1 of 1. Manea, how do you say that? Oakland A's going out to Nate Zimmerman. 1 of 1. Getting on the wall. There you go. Sticker that up for you. Printing plate. A one-of-a-kind collectible. Ah. Yeah, it's coming. Relax. Did you open 30 plus boxes of cards today, Jamie? What kind of rules can make for football? I know. I don't know. My brother's on your side. He's like, I just don't see how they make it work. All right, we'll do a shot at the end. I want to keep focusing on ripping through this because we have... Oh, shoot. I never dropped that mother effer. Or did it drop? Oh, good. The timer worked. You're kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Nice. The timer's working again. Carl Yastrzemski. I wonder why I wasn't getting blown up and it was 9/11. I agree with you. I think, Jason, regardless of what goes down, I don't see a world where college football can have a legitimate season. Did we already go through this stack? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Maybe not. I may have missed something. Thought we went through this. Warriors of the Diamond. All right, we did go through this. All right, there we go. Box number 2. Now, I got to ask you guys again. I don't know, Jason, if you answered me. These ones out of these packs, the hobby exclusive packs. Facebook has COVID. Well, I was just going to say, there's not going to be high school sports. I don't think people report to school. Ricky Henderson, I'll definitely top load the rookies. Kwang Hyun Kim, Max Scherzer, and Anthony K. Like I said, you top load all these or just the rookies, you think? I know how you feel, and it's different for everyone. Missing prom for kids, missing graduation for others, missing, sport seasons. I think about the big-time athletes who are missing out. And, I mean, their future is going to be weird now. Like, what does that mean if they didn't get to play their senior year of football? Are they allowed to enter the NFL? What is, like, the following year? We're not going to see the rookies this year. It could get nuts, man. It sucks. I think it's magically all going to disappear in December. That's my prediction. See how right I am. I would say mid-November, early December. Poof. It worked. It's gone. Yeah, I heard that like some of the older Little League teams are playing like minor league, major league, T-ball and stuff like that isn't playing. Yeah, I probably am. I'm not saying that the flu is going to disappear. I'm just saying we might magically find a way to make people be able to get around, or the vaccine pops up in December, or I know the way of our world by now. I mean, I'll be 37 when the cure comes out. It's unfortunate, but it's the way of our world right now. It's just a game to some people. Well, I think the part of the reason why they're not making the kids wear masks is it can be very bad for the breathing in young lungs. It can do some serious damage to young lungs. Guerrero Jr., like really bad stuff to kids who have developing lungs still. So I think 8 is probably even younger. Like Francisco Lindor, you don't want to ruin your kids' lungs because they're breathing a mask. Like it can do more damage that way than if they got, like the chance of them getting it is a lot less risky than what could happen to their lungs by wearing a mask all the time. And that's why I think schools are kind of... There's an Ortiz blue frame. I don't know if that makes it any better or what. We won't get into it too much. I know we're talking about it tonight. But I'm trying to avoid talking about it with cards just because it's kind of our escape. But again, it's become that. Oh, I know. Dude, I wore one for a couple hours the other day. And the next day, it's the second time it's happened to me. One time when my wife went out shopping with me, we wore masks the entire time. Just not in the cars. Mike Trout. I like the looks of those cards. I don't hate this set. We'll do some PYT with this too. Carlton Fisk. hoping we can find a short print here. So we had a good first box with them. There's another one of those home runs. I like that. I don't know how they'll honor those. If they'll be able to. Maybe they'll let you like extend them. Tim Anderson. No, Jason, it's not, man. We got to talk about it sometimes. Especially as the way we got into the conversation is the fact is, are we, I'm interested in what Sean said about what was it Sean that said he just got notification? So what are they saying, that they're intending on not starting on July 1st now? Is that what I'm hearing? Well, Sean, I'm probably going to do a Topps 2020 PYT to start. I have a bunch of this I got to move, but maybe I slip a box in. Do like 4 of these and 1 of that. I can maybe do that. Ozzie Smith. And Fernando Tatis. Not a short print. Looked like it would be. Where's the diamond? Nolan Ryan. There we go. Logan Webb. That's going to be a short print there. 1-5 on the end. Logan Webb going out to the Giants short print. And there we go, an Austin Riley. That'd be a cool set to collect. There we go. Lorenzo Cain, Milwaukee Brewers. That one's going to go out to Richard Blaney. There you go, Richard. Not from any specific game. That's out of 199. That one's numbered. Sent you a link about it. All right, I'll check it out. I'm curious. After we just did our podcast today on the MLB starting up. And I'm sure these shows talking about it. MLB Network probably sparking up, getting ready to rock and roll. Bo Bichette rookie card. And now it might all be already done before it gets started. Blake Snell. Man, that first box was pretty good compared to, like, it's not that these have been bad, but there's a Trout player of the decade. So is there any big banger in this set that we're looking for? Yeah, there are some autos. It's 1 auto or mem per box, I think. So Justin Dunn, Joey Votto, Toro, and Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, there are some. It's just, I think they're harder to come by. If I was going to post a PYT tonight, I'd want to give everyone a little bit of a heads up. So I don't know if I'll do it tonight. What I could do is do it really early tomorrow, like 10, and then say we're planning on breaking it at night. That would be something I could do. There are autos in this, right? It's all it is, Jamie, is that it says 1-5. Let me see if I can get it. It's too hard for me to get, man. But right here, it'll end in a 1-5. Yeah, but no, what I mean is that if someone that's been waiting for a PYT forever, And then I'm going to get a message like, dude, I've been waiting for a PYT for 5 weeks. You post it on a 20-minute notice while I was getting my kids to bed, and now I missed it. Like, I'm just done. Like, I get messages like that. Usually, like, it's just out of frustration. We talk it out and stuff. But I feel for people when I make that decision, and I've learned to not do that. Particularly if, like the other day, they wanted me to post. Some people asked me to post a PYT in football, and it was like 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, dude, I can't do that now. Like, it's on no notice. If I post it, it's not really fair to people who've been waiting forever. And I try to think of everyone. You know, it's hard. It's a fine line between trying to do the right thing and wanting to fill. All right, we're halfway there.
Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
A 101. We got a 101 for the A's. If you haven't joined our VIP announcement chat thread, you know, do that, because that's one thing wherever you find out when I'm going to drop something. And I post it on the page, but then it's like a lot of people aren't getting notifications till late. Jose Canseco. Trevor Story. I wonder if these are the different frames mean anything. Like, are they shorter print? We got that one paper card. That was cool, but I haven't seen one since. Ricky Henderson, another nice A's. Robert short prints. Now, I'm assuming they'll be backwards like all the other short prints were, but when we sort this, I'll double check the White Sox if he's the biggest one. Oh, what's that going for? Robert Gold out of 50. Tatis. $26.4. Man, those are interesting, those statistics. Baseball statistics are nuts. Statistics. Not a short print. Yeah, the short prints are definitely hard to come by. Kyle Lewis. That's crazy. There's another home run challenge. Alex Bregman. Francisco Lindor. Oh yeah, that's the thing with baseball. It's like definitely a thinking game and a statistician's game. You know, not that you can't really get into like next gen stats in football, but there's just so many different ways of looking at stats in baseball. Yeah, the thing is with this, it's not super expensive. I mean, $20 to get in for a half case. It's a ton of cards, but Bermudo, but you're really hunting some really neat cards along the way too. I don't know what else is in there, but it's, if nothing else, you're getting a nice start to a collection or a team set. That's why I want to do some PYT for it. Even if you want to like get your kids or yourself a good team set started, you'll get a ton of cards for your team. I'm going to razz a couple boxes off as well. Yelich. $4.50 a pack at the shop. How many packs in a box? There we go. Robinson Cano going out to the Mets. Not numbered, although it feels like a different texture to this one. Going out to the New York Mets, it's going to be Derek Colpart. Wait, he had an opening day card, didn't he? He was in Topps opening day. Bo Bichette. Reggie Jackson. All relics so far. Here we go. Carter Kieboom, Javier Baez, Alex Bregman, and Ricky Henderson are going to be the hobby exclusive pack. Now, has anyone watched much of this? Have you seen a lot of autos? We do have some jumbo too, we'll do. Oh, he was in tribute too? Should get more of that. Just so it's gone, so it's up to like 500 plus a box. Well, I gotta let my brother in here. I'm still alive. We got 2 boxes left. What's up? Brought bagels. Check these out. We would have loved these as kids. Look what these are. Read those on the back. A NOS. I just already had an energy drink.
Okay.
I might say my heart's pounding as it is.
What's the deal case?
Read the back. I don't think I've ever had a NOS. You guess when they hit one? You want a prize, you register it.
For 2021?
I don't know. That's what I was asking. Pretty cool, right?
That is cool.
We would have loved those as kids. Are you still going for the car tomorrow?
Yeah.
Was Lauren here when you got here, or did she just get here? All right, here we go. Anthony Rendon, Barry Larkin. Remember that name, Matt? Yep. No, Reds. Anything that has a list in it out there. Well, not the big ones, just the smaller ones. Mookie Betts home run challenge going out to the Dodgers. I will say after doing Legacy today, guys, this is at least, there's an Aaron Judge. It's at least I'm not sorting through a ton of like inserts separating the rookies and stuff like that, like I did in Legacy all day. Those Legacy breaks, our first one took over 2 hours. Well, I was going to, and I'm debating it, Sean. Like normally we send out, but we only really did Leaf this week. And with all this Topps and with Legacy today, we're thinking about maybe getting it out a day later and having all this included in it. Because if we ship tonight, we won't get the Legacy out. We won't get the Topps out. We'll be waiting for a while. With the 4th of July coming, we probably won't ship next Friday. If we do, it wouldn't matter because it's not going to move on Saturday at all. So, I don't know. We're kind of discussing that, trying to figure out what to do here. Yeah, like I told you before, Matt takes all those baseball breaks, does it. He's the reason we can continue to do more breaks like this. Kettle Mart.
I haven't had an energy drink in years.
It's funny, I just went and bought 3 today. This has got to be some sort of throwback here. That looks weird. Just the look of it, I guess.
It's nice. This was my jam back in the day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's the best.
Rod Carew. Mookie Betts. This is the gold. Is it really that one I passed? What do you mean that's the gold? Like how would I, is it numbered? Let me find it again. Oh, yeah, it is. 2020. That's crazy. I knew it looked different. Why? I don't know that I do. Out in the garage. Jose Abreu short print there for the White Sox. What's wrong with it? It's just wiggly. All right, so that's not a rookie though, right? So they make one of those cards for every player. But that's like, so if we got that in like a Bichette or something like that. Did you order that off of Panini, Jamie? Your Legacy? Show us an auto, for goodness sakes. Christian Yelich. Shane Bieber. Tyrone Taylor. There's a Judge. Max exit velocity 118 miles per hour. That's nuts. Buster Posey. Yeah, it seems like some of that stuff's really hard to get. Juan Soto. There's a Mike Trout. And how about Jorge Soler for the Royals? I think I'm saying that right. Man, another patch. That's the only thing. That's my only complaint so far. Very little ink in this. And I know people are advocates for tops. Man, it's going to take convincing me to tell me you like this more than like, you'd rather have 2 boxes of this than a box of Prism. I'm not buying it. I can't. Not that I hate this. I mean, it's not bad for what it is. But, nope. I know it's not licensed, but I'll take a really cool, like, parallel product with 3 autos per box in it over, like, 2 of this. And that's the difference. We get into that in our podcast this week. One of our segments was new releases, and we dive into the idea of why is baseball the sport that's the hardest on the on-license. Like, football is to an extent, too. They have people that will not collect, like, Leaf and stuff, but it's definitely grown on the football community faster than it has the baseball community. Well, and that's part of the problem is it's all relative, right? Like, think about this for a minute. Think about what a box of Bowman cost. And there are, like, yeah, they resell, but only, like, you know, because there's only 1 auto per box. And the jumbo, there's more, but 1 auto per box. A color, maybe a color or 2 per box. And you're spending, what, $250, $300 on a box of that? Now, think about, you can buy probably 2 boxes of Prism. You can get your money back, even though they don't sell as much per card. You can get your money back if you have more chances to hit a good card that might garner some money, but you can't get the big money cards. They do get that. Like, you're not going to hit, difference in Bowman, you're not going to hit the, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Blanking here. You guys know what I'm saying. You hate Leaf? Leaf is like, so I took Leaf Flash out of one of our Isaiah Diaz, Verlander, and Albert Alzolay. I took Leaf Flash to Burrow out of 20 we hit. Now, first of all, Leaf is all on-card autos. Well, yeah, Chris, that's what I'm saying. So I get it. You can't get the big. That's why people go for the Bowman. But again, it's like chasing, only one person's going to hit that or so. That's a specific Trout, I would imagine. Is that the 101? But yeah, I get the point. I do get the point. But I would say for the novice collector, someone not chasing the big money, don't be afraid to collect the Panini stuff too. That would be all I'd say. Don't forget, we're giving out our first Topps fantasy spot. Now, in the event we won't have a season, which I picked these back up because it looked like we were going to. Yeah, I just ordered some Optic Baseball too. I'm excited for it, honestly, because Optic's my favorite product. You just won't buy it because what? You can't get your money on it. So you're more of like, you're not really a collector as much as an investor. Is that what it is? I'm being serious because, like, for me, if they had, like, Leaf doesn't do pro uniform stuff, where Panini does pro uniform stuff, it's just airbrushed. I would gladly take that, but Leaf only does college stuff, which I still collect bills in that. Trey Turner. But I wish they would put out like a more of a pro looking product. If I start collecting baseball to collect like the Phillies, I would definitely get into Panini because I wouldn't be doing it as much to flip. They're doing like I think a Contenders Optic this year too. Hoping we can at least get one auto here. I'm a mix of both for football. I buy some to collect. Chris, I don't blame you on that. I completely understand that. I have invested in some Leaf Danny Dimes though too, because you can get them so cheap now. Like you can't as much now, but you could get them so cheap after the new stuff came out. So I bought a bunch up, and if he hits, his Leaf stuff's gonna do well. You got to think of like return of investment on it. Plus, it's a lot lower risk. You're not risking as much to buy some. So, you know, if I spend $30 on an out of 25 Leaf Danny Dimes and he takes off, that card will easily go for $100, $200. But the good thing is I'm only in like say $25, $35 on a card like that too. I used to watch the Phillies when I watched. I don't really anymore because Comcast has rights to the Phillies and I have DirecTV. And you can't watch Phillies games on DirecTV. So that's when I stopped watching baseball, when I didn't have Comcast anymore. I was never a huge baseball fan, but I definitely got into it, ironically, not because they went to the World Series. Before I knew they were going to make it the year they won the World Series. It's because I lived in New Jersey for the summer, and everyone was watching it, and it was a fun time. Yelich. Cal Ripken. I like those cards a lot. Trey Mancini. Frank Robinson. Come on, where's our short print at here? There's a gold out of 2020. This is going to be a Ronaldo Lopez. Not a rookie, but another gold there. Reese Hoskins. That's a home run redemption. Yeah, I think Braves used to be on TBS, but I think they moved then. I don't think they have them anymore. Juan Soto. Philly special. I like that card. Decade's best Detroit Tigers. There's a gold right there. Renato Munez. Again, not a rookie, but out of 2020. I'll have to go back through, make sure I didn't miss any golds then. I mean, there wasn't any big names or I would have noticed it. Tom Glavine. Is there another gold coming up? Yeah, it is. Brett Gardner out of 2020. That might be taking the place of our short print. And it's going to be another Lucas Giolito for the Chicago White Sox. So 6 boxes, 6 swatches. I mean, I guess I'm just saying, like, we just opened a half a case of Top Series 2. Granted, it's like their low end. It's like their score, their equivalent of score. And I would just say, I don't know. I don't know. There's supposed to be a 50-50 mix. It seems like Topps let us down, didn't they? I don't say that to be like, I don't want to hate Topps, but it's just, I think that the fact that baseball is so particular about Topps as opposed to Panini. It's hard for me. I don't know how I'd feel if I think if Topps made unlicensed football collectors would jump behind it immediately. Immediately. The second half will be 6 autos. Should we do that? You want to do a second half? We went through this, right? Yeah, that's what we just went through. All right. Do you want to do a second? Maybe I'll do it as a PYT. Arizarena, Robin Yount, Savale, and Xander Bogaerts is going to be our hobby exclusive pack. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if it came out unlicensed, I think football collectors would get behind it. I think it's more of a traditional baseball thing than anything, honestly. All right, don't forget we have to give away our 2 fantasy spots. We did get some nice cards here. Let me just sort through these quick. I don't know why I did that one. All right, so here we go. Here were some of the more notable, I guess not really. Jalen Davies out of 75 and the Luis Robert rookie. Here's some of these. I don't know what these are considered, but we got a couple Luxes, a couple Bichettes, a Trout, 2 Judges, and a couple Luis Roberts. Here's our short prints: Tom Seaver, Luciano, Altuve, Logan Webb, and Abreu. And then out of 69, Simeon. And then our home run must be 1 per box. We had Soto, Gallo, Bregman, Trout. That would be a good one there. Betts and Hoskins. What would take forever to fill? PYT. All right, so random second half. All right, I will. I'll post it tonight, like probably here in about 25, 30 minutes. I'll put a little warning up. So, all right, we'll do that. Give away a fantasy spot. Let's do it. First Topps fantasy spot. Topps winner take all fantasy spot number 1. Min roll 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It's going to go to the Houston Astros. Winner take all. Houston Astros go to Carl Roberts. Topps winner take all. Carl Roberts. There you go, Carl. You're in the baseball fantasy league for winner take all. All right, y'all. I'm going to roll. Did I not go through the relics? You're right. I'm sorry. Giolito, my bad. Soler for the Royals. Cano for the Mets. Lorenzo Cain out of 199 for the Brewers. Seager for the Dodgers. And Kershaw for the Dodgers. We also had this 1/1. Sean Mania for the A's. My bad. Seaman out of 69. Chris, that's... Oh, boy. You said it, not me. All right, I'm losing my voice today. Woo! It's been a day. All right. 30 boxes of cards in. 12 more to go. Deuces.